Oh my God, this is terrible. I don't know if we're gonna get through this one, man.
Out here, black body and dude. I don't know if you ever been in a fight with dudes, but they
They
win.
would.
Yeah, we're just gonna start this shit live.
The only time I caught the Holy Ghost was when I was in church drinking.
Like they're two dumb dudes. Welcome to the latest episode of Sarath and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. What'd you say about the fresh cut?
I see you get the dope cut looking like a 24-year-old.
I gotta let these fools know that I can transform.
For real.
I let them know that if I clean myself up, I'm gonna look like a little college kid.
For real. Height and everything.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm like freshly entering high school and shit.
For real.
I wish.
Foreign exchange student over there.
Bro, if they had a surgery, I've seen it where they have the surgery where you can grow like the shin bones or like the knees or some shit, make you taller.
Seriously?
Yeah, like I to make a brother consider some things.
That
might look weird because if your shin is all of a sudden long, but then your upper body's still the same size.
I'm about to say, yeah. Upper body look like this. You got legs like this. The fuck kind of shit is that?
That shit fucking weird as hell. Look like you look like them fucking I don't know if you ever played Shadow of the Colossus, but them big giants with the long ass fucking
that was when you had to kill the stones or whatever, right? Or
you gotta use the guy dude to climb up the body and kill the little fucking giants.
Hell yeah.
I got a question for you.
What's up?
Why are you looking so glossy right now?
Shit, this is what you call fucking if I am sweat and fucking cocoa butter.
You got that Bernie Mac gloss going.
Hey man.
You need the black man towel. You know what that is?
Well, the white towel that we don't ever use. It's there for decoration. It's part of the outfit.
Every 2 seconds, you be like, just gotta wipe that brow off.
Shit.
I remember I was watching Aries Spears do stand up, and he had on like this leather bomber jacket and like Tim's and a hat, but he just kept having to wipe himself down every couple minutes.
Yeah. I know I'm not coming out. Actually, first I do wash my hands and my face, but I just wash my hands. I didn't wash my face.
Yeah.
I was dealing with some groceries.
Maybe you should have get a little bit of that gloss, get a little base coat in there, a little powder.
Hey man, this is black people juice. It's called cocoa butter. You all right?
Speaking of black people juice, welcome to the latest episode of Sarath and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. It's your boy Sarath, aka Makazi.
And your boy Chris Brown, aka Red Ford Delta. How's everybody doing out there?
Yeah, black people juice. That's Hennessy.
That's that jigaboo juice.
Did you ever do the Incredible Hulk, the Hennessy and Hypnotic?
Yep.
Yeah, I used to do that all the time.
When did that come out? Because I want to say I think I was underage. So that was like the thing to drink. It was like every rap video. Yeah.
I remember when in the Boondocks, I think it was Thugnificent used to drink the Incredible Hulks all the time.
One of them, either him or what was the other one? Gangstalicious.
Booty clap.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, I missed that show so much. Bro, I need to cop on HBO Max and just binge the entire thing again.
I think I've seen everything except for like the last season, I want to say.
Yeah, because I feel like the last season that came out, because like they did 3 seasons with Aaron McGruder, the creator, and then like whatever the last one that came out, like he wasn't involved in.
Okay.
So, I don't know. But anyways, all right. So I mean, this week we got a little bit of a, I don't want to say a change of pace because we tend to watch very introspective, very thoughtful movies, and this one didn't really. I don't know if it really touched on that as much.
It didn't. But at the end of the day, we happen to just pick movies. Yeah, because we do pick random movies.
Yeah.
And we somehow 80% of the time pick a movie that has some type of sentimental value to it.
Yeah.
Just off GP. So,
yeah. But I mean, when's the last time we did like a straight action movie? I was literally trying to think back watching this movie while I was watching. I was like, I can't remember the last time we just picked a straight up action movie.
You know what? I don't think, because even Batman it was action, but it wasn't straight action.
Yeah, it was more mystery, thriller, mystery, and all that stuff. I can't think of the last time we just had a straight action movie.
I know what. Now I think about it, I don't think we've ever done a straight action movie.
No, because I mean, like we did foreign films, but the foreign films were all introspective too.
Yeah. Well, shit. Animal was the Animal House, Animal World.
Animal World.
Yeah.
That started off almost like an action movie.
Yeah.
And then it became something else entirely.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this, so Animal World is a movie that we covered, on our early episodes, and those are those are in the vault. Those are part of our lost tapes collection. So those will pop out eventually at some point. So you might hear it and be like, "Yo, these guys sound like they just started the podcast," because we just started the podcast when we recorded it.
On that one, hell yeah.
But as always, as per tradition of the podcast, what you drinking?
Oh, me first?
Yeah, of course.
Well, I do have my little random shot, which I think I did before, but I don't remember. Jim Beam honey.
Okay. Yeah. I think I remember.
I had a few of them, but I don't remember if I had the honey one.
Yeah.
So, and of course, I got my trusty Jack Daniels. That ain't going nowhere.
Mm-hmm. You got Jim and Jack. Okay.
Yes, indeed. I'm drinking a Yingling beer.
All right.
But guess what I got? I found it today. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh shit!
I got a mug.
Chris got the mug. Actually, I gotta get my mug.
Oh shit!
I got my glasses right. I mean my cans right here, but I gotta get my mug. But Yingling, like, what made you pick a Yingling? Because I mean, I live in Florida, and Yingling is brewed in Tampa. So I used to drive by that brewery all the time when I was going to IKEA.
I didn't even know that, but I figured if I'm going to drink today, because I kind of try to keep a diet during the week. I was like, let me drink a beer that I know I'm going to actually want to drink. So instead of going with the Corona and everything else, I went with the Yingling. I was like, cool, that's different. Not different, but
is it non-alcoholic or is it just?
No, this is alcoholic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I drink non-alcoholic the last couple of days.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm coming with my trusty Appalachian apple moonshine for the shop.
There you go.
The Sugarlands. I need to get some more different moonshines. I like that shit. Plus, I just like pouring it out the mason jar.
About the I was gonna say that liquor store we went to, but we was in Georgia. We went to that liquor store.
No, I mean, but like some of like the Total wines or the Town and Country wines here, like they have moonshine. I think I saw a bunch of them at ABC the other day.
Okay, cool. You should buy a different one like every month or every week.
Bro, I don't drink that much. Like this bottle's gonna last me until however when.
You need to understand. You might not drink that much, but your guests will.
Fair enough.
Just saying.
All right. Yeah, I got that. But then I got my, I right now I'm working through my hard kombuchas. I bought me a variety pack the other day.
Oh yeah, okay. Which one you got this time?
So I got two flavors right here. This first one is called Midnight Painkiller. Tell me if you notice something.
June Shine. I see a pineapple. It's upside down.
Exactly. It's Midnight Painkiller.
That shit is that fucking weed in the can?
No, I'm just they flipped it upside down because I'm guessing because it's midnight. They trying to. It says on top. It says flip can to activate. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Yeah, me either. But okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pour this into my glass. Hopefully it don't overflow.
You got any Spanish fly over there?
No, I don't have any Spanish fly. I know exactly what Spanish fly is. I don't have any. And then I got the passion fruit punch. And the next thing you do, you got any horny goat weed?
Oh man, that one. Okay, so that one's actually right side up.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's what's up.
But yeah. So give me a second. Let me go grab my mug. While you consider your words, bro.
I mean, because I told you got to buy some moonshine, once a week. Make sure you get the Spanish fly one. Because you never know when you might need it. We ain't shit.
These are hood concoctions. Just so you know, these are like, it's like, like if you get that hood shaman, Like this is the this is what you need in order to have a good time. This is what you need in order to just sober up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
that's that Bill Cosby drink. You know what? I ain't gonna say no more about it.
Trying to get people in trouble. All right, let me grab my mug. Hold on.
I said it. Let me pour up. Hey, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. While he's getting his glass, I'll go ahead and pour up mine. Call it a day. It's been a day, actually. What? Happy you got, what the hell? Oh, yeah, yours is frozen, lucky bastard. You can't hear me.
A nice frosted glass.
Look, now I'm saying yours is frozen, you lucky bastard. Mine came straight from the store to the rinsing real quick.
Did you just pick it up as you were on your way home?
Yeah, that's why I said I just found it just now.
Oh shit! Okay.
So my bar is complete.
Nah, you need 2 of those.
I do. I brought 2 of them. You think I'm stupid?
All right. Hold on. Let me pour this midnight painkiller into the glass. Did you pour that slow or fast? Yeah. Yeah, pour it fast, bro. I was watching them videos. You gotta pour it fast. You gotta let all the suds come out.
I got one objective. Drink. Yeah,
but if you pour it fast, like it releases a lot of the gases in there, so it doesn't bloat you up as much. And we know you and bloat, y'all are best friends, bro.
It ain't my time of the month right now. I'm cool. I just wear red because I like it.
Pour it fast and let all that suds come out.
See, but you got to tilt the glass too. Well, if you don't want the suds, you tilt the glass.
No, when you do it slow, when you do it fast, it releases the gases so it doesn't bloat you up in your stomach.
I ain't worried about that shit.
Tell you.
I am not worried.
Yes, bro. Listen.
I look. You know,
you got that family reunion bloat going.
I got a whole lot of things going on. Oh man! And my first shot of the night, the Jim Beam honey. Something tells me it's not too sweet.
Pour this moonshine.
You can put it in there. Oh yeah. I got mine too.
Is yours clean? Last time I LA was building up like rust and shit. I was like, this motherfucker.
That's why. Remember, I told you I stopped using it because of that. But then when we talked, I cleaned it up. Yeah, we got it back up to par.
It's like a cast iron fucking shot glass.
Hell yeah.
All right. As always on this rainy day. Cheers.
Yes, indeed.
Brother.
Indeed.
Delish.
Yes, indeed.
I don't I thought I would taste more apple on this. Like I taste a little bit of the apple, but I don't know. It doesn't have like the heavy apple taste. Like I feel like, I might need to pour it into like an Angry Orchard one of these days, just to see how that would go.
The moonshine?
Yeah, well, the apple moonshine.
I mean, what you got to lose?
Yeah,
it might not be bad.
I want to get some more of that butter pecan.
After that shit that we drink that you created, the fucking Sour Patch, Death Trap.
It tastes better on ice. That's that homemade Robitussin. That's what it is.
Look, get it. That's probably the COVID cure right there. Shit, man.
You were like, I could run 5 miles now. It tastes like it opens up your lungs.
Look, I can't even talk. When we recorded, and I'm sitting there trying to play it cool on camera, but I'm like, like everything inside my body was like, what the fuck did you just put inside me?
I need to make some more infusions. I was watching this video today on Instagram where, these women, they were making some kind of like, what is it called? Some kind of cocktail, whatever. They put a bunch of Starburst into a coffee filter, right? And then they put the filter into to the Mr. Coffee. And instead of filling it up with water, they poured tequila into the Mr. Coffee. And then they took the carafe, whatever, filled it with ice and limes and shit like that and oranges. And then they turned it on. And then the tequila came through hot into the fucking Starburst, melted the shit. And then it went into the cold ice.
Something about that just doesn't sound good to me.
Well, in the same video, there was also toasting jalapenos in the toaster. So, I don't know. They said it tastes good, but they just doing it for the gram. I don't know if it really works.
Yeah, fuck all that.
All I know is
I don't like jalapenos. No way.
Jalapenos is delicious, bro. You just said you got a baby gut. That's what I'm saying.
No, I don't like fire. I don't like fire shooting my ass.
Nah, you look like a toddler that just had a bunch of milk. You walk around with your gut hanging out.
Nah, more like that bird that we saw when we was walking.
This shit looks crazy. This is that hard kombucha.
Yeah, you ain't lying. Shit.
It's got like this fucking this like teal color.
Look, for the record, real men drink beer and grow a beard. Just saying.
Well, first of all, I can't grow a beard, and I like my shit to taste good. So.
Oh, when you gonna say nothing, you put yourself on blast.
I ain't gonna hide it. You see these cheeks? I'm 39. These cheeks ain't never had no hair on them.
That's you know what it is. You ain't had enough pussy juice hit your face. That's all it is. You need that good beard balm. That's what that is. Oh gosh.
First of all, if you got pussy juice on your cheeks, I don't know if you down there right. You gotta,
you gotta get in there, man.
Yeah, man, please.
Look,
we about to get some ingrown hairs.
No, it cures all that. I'm telling you, unless it smells like ocean water, and
Ladies, we're just fucking around.
What is wrong with me? Oh gosh,
we're just fucking around. Listen, please don't take this. There's a reason why if you look on our logo, it has a parental advisory sticker because we are a bunch of idiots.
Like, yeah.
You know what's fucked up? The movie we watched is a pretty new movie, so and it's got some high level talent in it. So people might check it out, like, oh, let's see them talk about this movie. Next thing you know, we talking about pussy juice on the cheeks.
Hey.
Oh shit.
Oh gosh.
So speaking of, all right, so you picked the movie for this week. So tell the people exactly what movie you picked. Before that, this fucking Midnight Painkiller one is fucking delicious. It's actually really fucking good.
I mean, it looks good. It looks weird, but it looks interesting. You know what I'm saying?
Like it's got that popsicle kind of look to it, but it don't have the. It doesn't taste like the how fermented kombuchas usually taste. It doesn't taste like that. It actually tastes like juice.
If I ever, I could probably order that online. I just thought about that.
I should just bring some to you.
No,
next time.
Either way,
load up, put it in my check bag, and just bring them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I gotta do that, and I gotta go back to Massachusetts and get a bunch of those mass appeals. Then bring those back.
Indeed, I'll tell you, all the ciders we tried, that's my favorite one.
Oh yeah, that mass appeal is fucking delicious. I'm telling you, I don't know. We ain't sponsored by them, but we're gonna try to be. Hey, that stuff is.
And we both from Massachusetts.
You gotta rep.
See, if you're from Massachusetts, if you can say the damn name, because no matter who I've met that ain't from that state, can't say the shit.
Well, can't say Massachusetts?
Hell no, they mean Massachusetts. Look, man, Massachusetts.
You for living in Alabama?
No. Everywhere I've been. Virginia, Atlanta, Chicago, Alabama, fucking everywhere. Just they can't say the shit.
Yeah, they can't say Worcester.
People in Massachusetts can't say Worcester.
Worcester.
Pretty much.
Like, come on, man.
Oh man.
Anyways, tell these people what movie we watched.
So this week's movie was The Gray Man on Netflix. Fairly new, maybe a month or so old.
Yeah.
If you tuned into the last episode, which I said, I felt we kind of cheated you guys a little bit, but life was doing its thing, so we kind of had to rush through some things.
Yeah. But in our defense, in the defense of the movie, I actually think that movie had enough twists and turns that like you should really check it out. It's The Last Night in Soho. It's on HBO Max. I think you should check it out and actually think it's worth watching cold, where you don't know much about it.
Oh, okay.
It was good.
I can do the explanation. Yeah. So I chose The Gray Man just because it was new. It was like on my radar to watch just because I want to see it.
Yeah.
And we watched it. And
so what did you pick it just because it was new, or like did you see like the roster of the actors and anything else catch your eye about it?
What really caught my eye about it is I didn't pick a movie and I had to think about what I just saw.
So so something about it stuck out that you're like, okay, this movie that I just
because I didn't pick a movie before we started the last podcast. So when I had to come up with one, I was like, what did I see over there? Great Man. There we go. Yeah. That's what we're watching.
Well, I mean, okay, so off rip, did you enjoy the movie?
I did.
Yeah.
Did you? Yeah, for the first time you were drunk while watching the movie. I'm drunk all the time. So
I wasn't drunk while watching the movie. I was tipsy because I started watching it on a plane. And when
the plane was flying like this, it was tipped, so you was tipsy.
No. A couple of Jack and Diet Cokes.
Are you afraid to say what you was drinking? Was you drinking what? I didn't quite hear what you. Me and my jacket didn't hear what you quite said.
Listen, I had a Jack
the bottle
Diet Coke.
Oh, okay?
Jack and Diet Coke. That actually is my plain drink when I'm sitting there and I need a drink. So usually a Jack and Diet Coke. Because I don't know. I tried getting like a gin and tonic once, but I don't know. Jack and Diet on a plane is nice.
Okay.
But yeah, I can't say like so. It's I liked the movie. Okay. I don't know if I loved the movie.
I agree.
I don't know if I loved it, but I did like the movie. It was definitely entertaining, to say the least. Yeah, I think just because the type of movie it was. First of all, it was like action from front to back.
Yes, indeed.
Like one big action scene.
This is a straight action movie.
Yeah, which I'm not against. I like that kind of stuff.
Fast and Furious got shit on this.
No,
when it comes to straight action, just from front to back.
Yeah, but like in my opinion, I feel like Jason Bourne did it better. That's it. That's my only issue with it. Is it's a good movie, but
no, when you say Jason Bourne, are you talking about Matt Damon or all the Jason Bournes?
I think that the type of movie the Jason Bourne movies are versus that yeah. It felt like they were trying to make like a Jason Bourne style movie, but a little more blockbustery, a little more, a little more action packy, a little more humor. And
you found humor?
Yeah.
I don't remember much humor in the movie.
You remember much humor in the movie?
I mean, maybe it was like not dry humor, but like under the table.
Well, it's just they're little quips, little lines that are said that kind of get into the way of the tension being built. There's just little things like at one point, fucking Ryan Gosling's character gets shot, and the girl says something. He goes, "Oh, can I do that over here?" And he starts crawling over there, which is cool, but like it's one of those things where it just, to me, it kills the tension of a scene.
Oh, you're talking about, okay. See, I took that differently because when he said, "Can I do it over here?"
Yeah,
I took that as him trying to get in a position to set her up for his next move. Because he's literally an assassin, pretty much.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And I actually appreciate his character in this movie because I haven't seen many Ryan Gosling movies. I've seen La La Land. I think I've seen Remember the Titans, that I remember him being in.
Really? You ain't never seen Drive?
Nah.
You've never seen Drive?
I don't think. Nah. I know I haven't because it's not ringing the bell.
Bruh, if you want to see a good Ryan Gosling action movie, watch Drive. That motherfucker says 13 words the entire, maybe 13 sentences the entire movie, but it is dope. Oh,
okay.
Yeah. He's got the white satin coat on with the scorpion on it.
The name sounds familiar, but I had never seen the movie.
Bro, go look it up.
It sounds like a 90s film.
Nah, it was
early 2000s, maybe
2000, between 2010 and 2015.
Holy shit! What the fuck was that?
Yeah, I believe it was around then, but it's maybe it's probably might be earlier than that. But yeah, man, fucking Drive is dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
But no, I'll say I actually had an appreciation for him in this movie because I did like him in La La Land. Like to me, he's always played a not so serious person.
Yeah.
Like just like he has like a serious moment, but he's not serious. And I felt like watching his performance in this movie, I'm gonna say it, fight me on it. He actually could be a next 007.
Oh yeah, no, he's got the look, he's got the charisma, he got the understatedness to where like he's like a good looking individual, but not so much that he stands out of a crowd. You know, some people are just so fucking good looking that you're in a crowd, you're like, all right, what do they do?
Okay.
I remember I was
like Chris Evans' character.
Well, I mean, no, like with the way he was dressed in the movie and stuff like that. Well, we'll get to him in a second.
Yeah.
But yeah. But no, I remember I was either in London or I was in New York, one of those two, but probably in London. And I was on the subway, and there was a girl that was on the subway, and like just the way she was looked, the way she was built, she had like the supermodel build, like lean, had like fucking just the angles in her face, whatever. Like when she walked by, you just went like, who the fuck was that? Like it just caught your eye, you know?
Gotcha.
And I feel like if you're a spy, you can't be like that.
Yeah.
You gotta fucking be able to blend in and shit. Which is weird because they always pick like Daniel Craig or these other like jack dudes to be 007. You're like, motherfucker, if I saw you in a room, I'd be like, this dude don't belong here.
See, I think Daniel Craig was a good 007. Of course, Sean Connery.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Pierce Brosnan, I wouldn't. Nah.
He looked like a dad. I didn't believe him as 007.
No. He was a ladies' man dad.
Yeah.
Versus Daniel Craig, especially in Skyfall, he was like all fucked up and everything. But yeah.
The only thing I didn't like about the Daniel Craig 007s were I think they tried to make it it was a little too like rough and tumble. Like I thought he was a little too much Jason Bourne and not enough 007.
Look, we're gonna leave Jason Bourne out of this. I don't know.
Listen, I love Jason Bourne. I think that's one of my favorite characters.
I see.
But I'm saying because like 007 is supposed to be like the ladies' man, the smooth, charismatic. He's got all his gadgets and shit like that. And then Jason Bourne is more like a MacGyver. Like I'm gonna use what I can get my hands on. So like there was like in the Daniel Craig 007s, it was a little too gritty and not sleek enough, if that makes sense.
But I like the gritty, which I'm a gritty ass person. So
no, I do too. I like I prefer the gritty, but I think for a 007 movie, I think it should be a little more sleek. So, a little gloss.
Was it Casino Royale? That one had gloss to it. Yeah.
That when he's driving the fucking the fucking Aston Martin. Like he was in the casino and shit like that. The only thing I didn't like about it was all the action was in the beginning of the movie. Then after that, it was just a card game.
Yeah. After that was all story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so this movie, Gray Man.
Yeah. All right. So you like his character? What is it about? Like, do you like Ryan Gosling or do you like the character he portrayed?
I like the character he betrayed because.
Portrayed, bro.
That's what I said.
No, you said betrayed. You said
betrayed.
That? Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh well, I was thinking of probably Beatrice. My bad.
Beatrice. You always got women's names. It's always these old names. Beatrice, fucking Maybell.
Mary Sue Ellen. Work with me, man. Work with me.
I don't know what Mary Sue Ellen. It's like it's one of those ones where you're like, oh, I rarely ever hear of a woman with like 3 first names.
Yeah, for real. Oh shit. But yeah, I felt like because the movie portrayed him as always being cool.
Yeah.
But being on point at the same time.
Yeah.
And I think they did a good job of explaining it throughout the movie of his dad and the backstory and everything else.
Yeah.
So yeah, I actually think that he played the role really, really well. Like you ever see somebody play a movie and you can tell like that's almost their real persona in real life?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that, like that's not acting. That's actually part of who they really are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like Eminem and 8 Mile.
Well, the movie's about him.
No, I understand, but he was also, when he made the movie, he was Eminem on top of the world. I get whatever I want. I'm the biggest rap star in the world, and he's got to pull all that out of his brain and take it back to Eminem, just living in a trailer park, still trying to fucking grind. It's sometimes it's hard to like to let go of all that extra shit and just find out the old emotion that you used to have. That's why I tell people it's fucking hard. Like I forget who I was talking to the other day, but I'm like, you'll watch a movie and you see like somebody breaking down, crying in the movie. They're doing some shit, and some people will watch it like, oh yeah, of course she's breaking down, crying, like, you know, her brother just died, all this different shit, whatever, her dog just got shot, whatever. So, you know, of course they're gonna break down and cry. But like they're looking at it from the lens of I'm watching a movie. They're not thinking as an actor or actress, like that brother ain't real. They're crying right here, and 3 feet over here, there's a giant ass camera, a director, a bunch of lights, all these shit in front of you, and you gotta fucking shut all that shit out and be like, I gotta find this emotion for this scene that never actually happened. What you gonna do?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Well, that's why, I mean, after doing a bunch of acting stuff myself, I've just come to like great actors and great actresses. I give them so much respect to be able to pull that type of emotion out of their bodies.
You know, Asian porn doesn't count as acting, right?
First of all, it does. It's called stunt acting. Realistic stunts. You gotta try to act like you're interested in this dude that like
this dude.
Yeah. This girl's gotta act interested in this dude who look like he should be selling her like fucking screens protectors for her cell phone and shit.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Why you gotta get all close to the camera and shit to say that?
I got close to the mic just to. I was really trying to whisper to you, but I know we're on camera right now. I know it made no sense. Yeah, same way when you want to say some crazy shit, you look over your shoulder. Ain't nobody in that fucking house with you, man. Shit.
Listen, I just gotta make sure. You know, the government's watching.
They over there black bodying and shit. Oh my god, this is terrible. I don't know if we're gonna get through this one, man.
Out here, black body and dude. I don't know if you ever been in a fight with black dudes, but they would. You sent me that shit. I was laughing for like 15 minutes, man. Oh man. No, I'm really glossy because I'm sweating and I'm laughing. It's terrible, bro. Theo Von, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like so. No, I think Ryan Gosling is just a good actor in general. Like, yeah, like it's weird because you picture him like he used to be on Mickey Mouse Club. He was on Mickey Mouse Club with he was there at the same time Justin Timberlake and fucking
JC and Christina and Brittany, all of them.
Yeah, when all of them were there. Like he actually, because he's from Canada, he actually lived with Justin Timberlake.
Holy shit!
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. I'm telling you, man. The more you delve into this shit, Hollywood's connected.
It has to be. Everything's fucking connected. What was it? Was it Training Day? No. Whatever movie it was like it ain't what you know, it's who you know. Everything's about who you fucking know. Yeah. I don't care.
Bro, even so, okay. So I work for WWE. I make like costumes and shit like that. But like, I get to know some of the people backstage, just like not even the wrestlers. You know, it's the lighting people, the stage managers, all this stuff. And then next thing you know, I'm like, oh, you're this person's niece. Oh, you're this person's. Oh, your dad's been working for the company for 30 years. And you end up getting a job. It's like it's way more of a family environment than you would think. And I know people talk about nepotism, but like, sometimes you hire the people you trust. It's easier to hire someone that their tendencies and their work ethic versus taking a chance on someone who's who might be a fucking stray bullet.
Indeed.
And it sucks because then it makes it harder for people who aren't involved to get into the game. But like at the same time, like when there's money involved, sometimes
how do you think these multi-million-dollar companies stay afloat?
Yeah,
they keep it all in the same circle.
Mm-hmm.
They might, if they bring in somebody from the outside, it's because somebody knows somebody from the outside.
Yeah.
And their word vouches for this person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you know what so-and-so said, let me try you out. And because so-and-so is who they are, I'm going to give you a shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I said reputation is a fucking big deal. Like, man, like if there's one thing I fucking hold close, it's like, it's my word and my reputation.
Word in your balls. Scarface are the best.
I wasn't a real big Scarface fan, so I can't really add to that quote.
Hey, he said it though. Man is only as good as his word in his balls, and I ain't wrote none of it for no fucking body. Just say, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to pull up my inner Pacino. You know what I'm saying?
Don't ever do that again.
Hey.
I don't ever want to see you curl your lips in front of me again, bro. It's fucking gross.
I know we ain't talking to rabbit lips over there.
The only time I've ever seen you do that besides just now is whenever you at the fried chicken counter. That's it.
You eat more fried chicken than I do.
So I just had some. So I literally just had a plate.
Oh my God. I ain't mad at you.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But okay, so all right, but what about Chris Evans' character? Because right now, like, you know, the world is so used to seeing Chris Evans as Captain America, Steve Rogers, and you forget that dude is an actor. So like when he stepped into this role, I was like, oh shit, like I could see him playing a charming bad guy.
And that's what I'm saying. When you see people play a character that looks almost like it's their character, I really think that's Chris Evans in real life. Like, I don't think he's like a douchebag, but I think like the style of dress and just like just being on point all the time. Yeah, I really think that's him, like in real life. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, Chris Evans, he's a Massachusetts boy like us.
Yeah,
my man's from Hudson, Massachusetts, right outside of Worcester. I think he lives in Massachusetts now too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but just outside of Boston. But you know, it's crazy because like, here's when like you realize there's a lot more stuff done in movies than you would think. So, for example, you got Chris Evans, fucking Captain America. When you see him with his shirt off and all this shit, you know, he's fucking jacked. Until you see a real picture of Chris Evans, you realize he got mad tattoos.
Holy shit! Really?
Chest tattoos, shoulder, everything. I was like, oh shit. So they like, you know, sometimes you'll be like, you'll look and they'll be like, oh yeah, you know, there's a lot of CGI done and stuff, but it's little shit like that. Like they got to erase all his tattoos. So when I was doing acting stuff, they were like, I remember this acting coach was like, hey, Sarath, do you have any tattoos? And at the time I didn't have anything. She was like, oh, you're brown. You got no tattoos. Give me all your information. Cause they're always looking for someone like you. And if you have no tattoos, it's like, it's less time. They don't have to spend time covering up your tattoos to get into a scene and shit like that. So, yeah. So if you're an actor, an actress, you know, you might want to hold off on tattoos until you at least make a name for yourself. Then it'll be worth it to spend that extra money to cover up your shit on camera. Yeah. Yeah. I got a question for you. Since when did a mustache become creepy like that?
Ever since they found out what a pedophile fucking was.
Yeah, what that got to do with a mustache?
Look, unless they're Ron Jeremy, every creepy dude has a creepy ass fucking mustache.
But it's called the porn stash.
Yeah.
In porn, they're, you know, having sex with women. So like, I just don't understand. Like, you know, like, you know, in the 80s, everybody had thick ass mustaches. Then all of a sudden down the line, something happened. And now everybody was like, oh no, we just, you know, we're going to grow the beard. But people don't just have like.
Well, you know, they say there's never a new thing under the sun. And like if you look at 90%, I want to say 90% of Americans have a beard. You know what I'm saying? Me included.
Men and women. Yeah. Listen, I grew up around Puerto Ricans. Beards and mustaches. These women. Listen.
Look, we can't lose our Puerto Rican fan base, man. I apologize. I love Goya.
No, I love Puerto Rican women. I have an affinity for them.
I love Sasson. Don't listen to him.
They know. They the one pointing it out. Yo, check this out, bro. Look at her. I used to work at the mall. They used to tell me all the time, yo, bro, I know she banging, but you know, her shit's thicker than mine. That's all I'm saying.
Oh shit. Yeah.
I mean, use your train of thought.
Yeah, you really did. I'm trying to bring it back.
No, but okay, so yeah, about mustaches.
Yeah. I think they really want to give him like a clean but dirty look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the mustache did look dirty.
Yeah.
No, but he had the clean cut, face clean, had the clothes and loafers and shit. You know what I'm saying? But the stash was just like, that shit just, it goes with the outfit, but it doesn't go there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that was more like just trying to paint a picture of his character. Yeah. Like, I guess the clean is meant professional, but he's dirty as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
I think like
his upper lip stinks. He's been doing some things.
It's weird because like I think in 2020, 2022, this era, like when you have just a mustache, I feel like some people just do it ironically. Like they don't have a mustache, like they have a mustache because they know it's gonna get some attention versus being like, oh yeah, I just grew a mustache. You know the motherfuckers that curl the mustaches looking
Oh
like
yeah.
Looking like they're old strong men and shit. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about growing my mustache back out. Just grow this out, shave off what little beard hair I have, call it a day. Hell yeah. Hurry up and buy. That's what I'm gonna walk around just saying that shit.
Look, you know what you gotta do? Get this all lined up at edge right and just grow this out so it's like long and fucking.
So I look like a fucking kung fu master?
Yeah, pretty much.
At one point, my beard I had grown out to where I could almost braid it. But my hair I got like thin, fine hair, so it wasn't like a thick fucking beard. That shit looked stringy as fuck. It looked like pubes.
Oh shit! I was gonna say get you some Murray's wave grease.
Bro, I need that. That powder that you put on your hair to thicken it up.
Oh shit! Just go to the hood. You'll find it there.
Oh, I know. I go.
Tell the Wu-Tang sent you. You'll fit right in.
You ever seen the movie? You ever seen that movie Senseless? Where Mark Wayans?
The Wayans brother. Yeah.
Yeah, the one where he's trying to just make extra money to help his mom pay. He goes, "Yo, I got some new hair for you." And he's like, "I can't be buying them naps no more." Yeah, look at the pubes. Stop! Get out of here.
Oh gosh, I remember that part of the movie.
Yeah. But okay, so the Gray Man, it was directed by Anthony Russo and Joe Russo.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Same dudes that directed, Captain America, Winter Soldier,
like damn near all the Marvel movies.
Yeah,
damn near.
And had that. Plus, they had a really good fucking cast. You got Chris Evans, you got Ryan Gosling, Jessica Henwick, which is the Asian girl from Daredevil. No, she was in Iron Fist.
Okay.
She's in Iron Fist, and she was in the new Matrix movie. She was the one with the colored hair.
The blue hair? Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
And then you had Ana de Armas, who was in Knives Out. She was the girl that was helping Ryan Gosling.
Yeah. I was trying to figure. I know I seen it, but I couldn't figure out what movie it was. But okay, gotcha.
But no, it was a high caliber cast. Like if this movie was in theaters, I think it would have made a decent amount of money.
Oh, because it was action packed from front to back, and I actually appreciated that. Like this was more about action, less story. Yeah. And sometimes you want a story, but then the action overrides the story.
Yeah.
This was plain and simple. Somebody's crooked. Get this piece. You got this guy and fight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I like movies like that, but it's just, I don't know. I think if a movie is gonna be like that, it's like the action has to be really good. And I thought this action was great, but it's not The Raid. Like The Raid, that's a front to back action movie, and that's where you go, oh shit.
But you and I both know The Raid ain't no regular caliber movie.
I understand.
I told you that's one movie I've seen where every fight scene, like the fight scenes alone are a build up to the next fight scene.
Yeah.
Like how can you have a better fight scene than the one you just saw? You know what I'm saying? And then a better one than the two you just saw. Like it just kept getting better. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. But
like, what was your favorite action scene in this movie?
In this movie, the train.
Okay. Yeah, I like that scene.
Yeah. And to me, that was the coldest part of the movie. And that's what made me think he could be a 007. When he's sitting on top of the train and he looks at the reflection in the windows and figures out where to shoot the guy. To me, that shit was cold as hell. You got to be like smart as fuck, mate. Okay, here he is. Bow. You know what I'm saying?
So I like that, but I think my favorite action scene in the movie is the one where he's handcuffed to the bench.
Okay.
He's in that little park because he's in that little park, and like he's in a little park and everybody's surrounding him. He's trying to get to, and he's like just maneuvering himself, and like it's one of those things where you just like how some movies someone will start shooting and you'll be like, yo, that's way too many bullets for that fucking gun.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, like, you know, it was a combination of hiding himself, trying to get new weapons and shit to fucking get free.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one part where he goes to shoot the chain, he's like, fuck, it's out of bullets. So he has to find another gun somewhere to fucking get out.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was cool, just a cool setup. Because like, you know, you rarely see that one where you're like, all right, someone's stuck in a position they can't move and they got to try to figure their way out.
See, I like that scene, but then I didn't like it because I felt like Chris Evans' character in the movie. How many bullets you need to shoot one guy? You know what I'm saying? And he can't move. Yeah. What is stopping y'all? You know what I'm saying?
What do you think was the coldest scene in the movie?
The coldest scene, like I said, was when he's on top of the train. When he had to shoot through the train looking at his reflection.
Yep. There was one scene I fucking loved, and it's real short, where Chris Evans walked into the thing, whatever, and he says, I think it was at the house or something like that. He says something to someone, and the person says something back. Like he asked for like an answer for something. The guy doesn't say anything, whatever. He just goes. He just shoots him like a bunch of times and just keeps.
When he had Ryan Gosling's character trapped in the sewer or the floor or whatever.
Yeah.
And when they walk in, he's like, and the guy's like, I would have just opened the door for you.
Yeah.
And he's like, where is he? And he's like, where's my money? And he just shoots him.
Yeah. I was like,
yeah.
That was dope. Like, I liked it because, and also Ryan Gosling's character he didn't have every answer. Because he didn't see that. He didn't see the trap door coming.
Yeah. He knew something was wrong, though.
Look at this. This is my mom trying to call me. Sorry, Mom. See that?
Let's see.
Decline. My mom, I'll call her back later. She's probably going to tell me, hey, what are you doing? You hungry? You eat dinner yet? You live in Massachusetts. Get out of here.
Yeah. She gonna use some Asian secret to send it to you.
But I've been, I told you about what my mom does with her recipes, right?
I don't
remember. So here's the thing. I miss Cambodian food. Okay. You know, over the years, like when growing up on Cambodian food, I'm just like, oh, let me get a steak because I'm tired of this rice and stir fry and all this different shit. But you know, having not lived at home for 10 years, I miss that food. So like whenever I'm back home, I always, you know, eat Cambodian food. So I was like, Mom, teach me how to make this salao or sngao, which is like a soup or a stew. Teach me how to make this stuff so I can make it down in Florida. And my mom will go, oh no, I can make a bunch of the ingredients, like the seasonings, the base. And she goes, yeah, and I'll mail it to you. Like, Mom, I don't want to wait for you to make the seasoning bases and send it to me. Just teach me how to make it so I can make it myself.
Yeah.
But I kind of low key think my mom just doesn't want to give me the recipe. I feel like if she gives me the recipe, then I have no use for her no more. So she doesn't want to give it to me.
You know what? As crazy as it sounds, a lot of older people are like that. I felt like my Aunt Grace made the best macaroni and cheese in the world, and I don't think anybody knows that recipe.
Yeah.
Why?
Exactly.
I don't think, because somebody might know it.
Yeah.
But if not, why?
Yeah, because if you have the recipe, now don't nobody need no Aunt Grace. They gonna never call her no more. She's not gonna be invited to the family reunion.
What you mean? No, you want her there because even though you know how to make it,
it's not the same. It's not.
You still want her to cook it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're the way they think. There might be this is all I got left. So I'm gonna hold on to it.
Yeah.
And like making them seasoning packs, like for like the different soups and stuff, it's a arduous process. So I'm like, Mom, it'd be easier if you just teach me how to do it, so I can do it on my own, and then I'll even FaceTime you or whatever, and you can watch me do it to see if I'm doing it right. She's like, no, I'll just she'd much rather pack up like 20 bundles of like seasoning packets and just freeze them and ship them to me. But yeah, just call me when you need more. And I'm like, wow, you're killing me.
Yeah. Yeah, she wants to hold on to her children. You're the only one that I ain't gonna say went astray, but
I'm the only one who graduated to the next level.
that spread your wings and flew and actually flew. You didn't go to the end of the driveway.
Everyone else was a boomerang. They just went out and came right back.
They gonna kill us.
I'm using that.
Oh,
That's my new example. Man, get the fuck out of here with your boomerang. What does that mean? It means you left home and came back. My shit was one way.
Oh man. Oh yeah, they gonna kill us. Oh yeah, they gonna kill us.
Round trip flying ass.
Oh man.
What's wrong? And we're like, yo, y'all talk too much shit. Y'all don't get no. Just for that, we sleeping in the same room now.
Oh man. Like for the people watching and listening, if y'all knew the inner stories of our brothers pretty much, then you would understand why we're laughing so hard.
Bro, that's like the worst threat they can tell us. Man, fuck you. We sleeping in the same room. No, man, why you gotta do that?
That's the worst, man.
I know.
Oh gosh.
That's like sleeping next to a fucking leaf blower.
Man, a leaf blower might be better. At least it's like nonstop.
Yeah.
Like, there's no pause in between.
You'll eventually get used to it.
Yes. Oh man.
And that motherfucker thought our phone was the one that was ringing at night because he was getting emails. Like, how you gonna snore that bad and then not know it's your phone?
And then they see what headphones in there. What the fuck are you listening to?
I know. Like, of course you can't hear it, motherfucker. You listening to fucking, fucking Neo and shit.
Look, I got so mad that first night. I literally grabbed his phone and like, stop. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear shit else. But this is a goddamn night. Oh man.
Yeah. But, so after like a movie like this, okay, so
we haven't really talked to the movie at all. We've been talking shit the whole time.
Because it's just, I know we're so introspective with our talks.
Yeah.
And this isn't that type of movie. But I want to pose this question to you because you've been in the military and obviously it's a different, different type of form of combat for you and stuff like that. But like, do you think this type of warfare or like spy warfare is realistic in today's military?
Honestly, I don't feel like any movie can portray spy warfare or whatever. And granted, I don't know the different levels of the military because I just don't. I didn't make it that far.
Yeah.
But I feel like everybody knows Bruce Lee was the baddest man on the planet at one time.
Yep.
Everybody knows Mike Tyson still is the baddest man on the planet right now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But they both knew if they get jumped by 20 people, they might get a good couple hits in, but if somebody hits them at the right time, at the right spot, and somebody else connects somewhere else, it's going to be a bad day for them. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like movies like this, they try to hype up like military training and everything else like that, which is, I'm pretty sure there's some top-notch shit out there that you have to learn.
Yeah.
But I don't care who you are. You're not fighting a room full of fucking people and winning.
Yeah.
Especially if they're black dudes. Yeah. They win.
I thought you were gonna say black belts. No, especially if they black dudes.
They win. Oh God.
Oh shit. Oh damn.
You know what? If we edit this video, we're gonna have to show that clip so people know what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah. We're gonna have to maybe right here. Well, I'll try to figure out some way of adding it into.
Oh man.
My God.
But just realistically speaking, like, look, man, I'm not afraid to fight nobody, but I'm not fucking stupid.
Yeah. Especially they all got guns.
Come on now.
Because you gotta figure, like, when you watch these movies, you think the people that are shooting at like the heroes are all scrubs because they can't hit shit.
Yeah.
They're military too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like I don't know what real spies are like, what spy warfare is like, but like I don't know. Obviously, movies like this, they hype it up and they make it, movie like. But sometimes when I think about like some of the missions they go on and shit like that, like there's gotta be like, black ops teams and crazy military, like, missions that are going on that are just off the record that no one knows about. There's gotta be.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, there was that one when, like, I forget what it was. I think it was when I want to say it was when the army pulled out of I almost said Yugoslavia. Where were we just at for the war?
Iraq.
No,
Afghanistan.
No. Afghanistan. Mm-hmm. When the military pulled out of Afghanistan, and then like I know there were a bunch of like former military people who were like SEALs and all that stuff, and they all went over there just to try to help get people out of Afghanistan because Taliban was coming and taking over and shit like that. Like there's shit like that where it's like, okay, there you got, mercs and you got like soldiers of fortune who are just like, fuck it, like I'm about to go on this military mission as some dictator is just paying me fucking tons of money to go do.
Yeah.
I mean, because like, not I mean, you can attest to this. Not every military person, once they get out of the military, is like, I want to go work out Walmart.
No, of course not.
Yeah, you done spent all this time learning these skills. You're like, go make some money using these skills.
You want to exercise. Now's my problem, man. I still know how to drive a tank and maneuver that son bitch and fire everything in there.
Yeah,
and I can't use a piece of that shit out here in the world. The closest thing I got is driving a fucking semi, and then they got no fucking guns on it.
Yeah, okay? So how? What's the difference in backing up a tank to park and backing up a semi to park? Because I done been in your truck, but you go to attach it to a trailer, and that's some scary motherfucking shit.
You just gotta get ready for the hit. That's all.
Yeah.
But shit. For one, a tank ain't got no fucking rearview mirrors. you have to. As a driver, everything involves listening.
Yep.
There's been many times I drove blind. I had to listen to my TC or gunner, even my loader, telling me, "Hey, left, right, slow down, stop." You have to. That's probably I guess it's good in listening skills now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I literally would be in there, and even though I have my vision blocks, I can't see shit but the front of the damn tank. Yeah. And I would literally close my eyes and just listen. And whatever they said, I did off the bat. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's one difference. Ain't no fucking rearview. You ain't backing shit up in that damn tank. Everything is you go forward and you fight and you run right through the son bitch. Yeah. But that's all it is.
What's the closest non-military vehicle that you've driven to a tank?
The closest non-military?
Yeah, like when you're out, like a pickup truck, a Beamer, semi, like.
Nah, I'll tell you here right now. This is not me just trying to sound cocky, whatever. Ain't don't shit compared to a tank.
Really?
You can run through any fucking thing, and if you can't run through it, shoot that son bitch. You got a fucking cannon, and then run through it. You know what I'm saying?
How many people are in? I watched that movie Fury. How many people are inside the tank?
4. Okay. Driver, loader, gunner, TC, tank commander.
Jeez.
And we're all carrying weapons. We all got 9 mils. There's 2 rifles. There are two 40 machine guns, 150 cal machine gun, and then a 120 main gun.
And how big is the space?
Oh, it's small.
Yeah.
You're all counting each other's hairs. That's just what it is.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah,
it sucks.
Y'all better shower.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people didn't.
Hell no. When you're in the field for fucking a month, hell no. What the fuck is a shower? We learned how to build one though.
Yeah.
Open up those side doors, turn the buster rack over it. Either get you a bag and fill it with water and let it heat up, or get you some bottled water, put your little poncho in front. Hey, it ain't the cleanest shower, but shit, you ain't as dirty as you was.
Yeah.
Hey,
sometimes it just feels good. Sometimes it just feels good to run some water over you and just feel like you're doing something.
Smell like something other than dirt and grease and oil.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh. Yeah. So like, I don't know. In watching The Gray Man, I started comparing it to a lot of other like Black Ops movies. That's why I did the parallels to like the Jason Bourne movies, 007s, The Kingsman. And I was trying to think like, what's my favorite like undercover ops kind of movie. And I landed on 2. Okay.
I didn't even think about that, but go ahead.
To me, it's The Bourne Ultimatum, which is the third Bourne movie. Why? Because I love the Bourne movies, but that reveal at the end when you realize it took place in between scenes in the Bourne Supremacy. Like that whole third movie takes place between 2 scenes in the Bourne Supremacy, which is fucking crazy.
I didn't even realize that. I got back and watch it again.
Yeah, go back and watch. You go watch the Bourne Supremacy, then go watch the Bourne Ultimatum. You're like, oh shit! Like, there's 2 scenes at the end of the movie, and you're like, this whole third movie took place between that. There's that, and then Enemy of the State.
Okay.
Will Smith. That's one of those ones where you're like, oh shit! Like the government is crazy.
Yeah.
And fucking the NSA, like all those fucking, Big Brother is watching shit. Like,
yeah.
Oof.
That's
Makes you
kind
wonder.
of funny.
Makes you wonder.
Oh, I wonder all the damn time. Like, just like this wasn't a special ops movie, but even watching Snowden, you know what I'm saying? Just being able to peep in and just check on shit. I mean, yeah, it's all connected, but I didn't even think about that. Like, as a special, I guess, Black Ops movie.
Yeah.
What's a actually really good one? And you know what? I really don't know.
Yeah. It's one of the craziest, and it's a crazy scene, but it made me think about like what you could actually do with that level of access. There's this scene in, I want to say Men in Black 1 or 2, I forget, but it's the one where Tommy Lee Jones is sitting at the desk, his computer, and he uses the computer or the satellites and shit to go look on the girl.
It's about his wife.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that was his wife. I think that was a girl he was dating. Because remember, he was on his way to go meet with her. He had the flowers, and that's when he ended up running into the aliens.
So I remember that part.
I think it's in Men in Black 2.
I thought it was okay. I'm so confused. I thought it was number 1 where he's looking down at the girl. She's in the flower garden, right?
Is that Men in Black 1?
I thought it was 1. I thought it was his wife. Maybe it wasn't, but I thought it was his wife. I know what you're talking about.
Because there's a scene where I think in Men in Black 2, there's a scene where they show the video of like the people that like when the aliens landed and they put their trust in the Men in Black to go do whatever. And I think it's in that one where they go, there was the Men in Black were there, and there was one idiotic kid who had flowers, who was ready to go on a date, and he never made it to his date. That was him.
Okay, gotcha.
I forget which one it was, but yeah, that's like the idea that you could just sit there, just hit some buttons and spy on someone that you're thinking about.
No, I would.
Who would you spy on? Who would you spy on? I'll tell you right now, Paula Patton. Sorry, but you ain't escaping these eyes, Paula. That's all I'm saying.
It's definitely gonna be some woman I fantasize about.
Precious.
Oh God! When you said, my mind went to immediately that fucking the Brothers Grimsby. Oh man! Oh God! Shit! Who wouldn't I spy on? Shit! Fuck.
The other day I was talking about hood women, not even women I'd be attracted, just hood women I've run into in my life. And there was one time where when I was living in Tampa, me and my wife, we went to Sally Beauty, and she had to get some shit before we went to a wrestling show. So we're sitting there, and it was old black lady. She had to be about 55, 60, skinny, looked like she didn't take care of herself her whole life. She had a dope ass fade though. She had a crazy fade. But she was in the store, and she's looking at my wife. She's like, damn, God damn. And she looked at me. She goes, this you? My man. my man. And I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? She's like, my man, yeah, my man. And I was like,
wow.
And my wife at the time wasn't really used to like people like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we got out of there. She was like, what the hell was that? I was like, yeah, that lady took a liking to you, but she was checking you out. She was like, oh, dang, God damn, this you.
That's crazy.
My man. Yeah, bro, it looked like shit was scary though.
I bet. Shit. Oh man. Bro.
Yeah. I don't know how the hell I got into a conversation about fucking hood women, but
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
so what'd you think of the cinematography? Did this look like a movie? Like did this movie look like a movie you'd see in theaters, or did it look like a straight to streaming movie? Because I mean the cast, that's a put that in theaters. But that cast,
I didn't watch the trailer, so I don't know how the trailer would have appealed to outside eyes. But there is one part of the movie where they have to go to the hospital.
Yep.
Where Ryan Gosling steals the badge or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that whole 6-second scene of the camera coming from outside through the doors over everybody's head right to where they were. Yeah. I don't know how they filmed that shit, but that shit was dope to me. Like that one spot, you know what I'm saying, how the camera went.
There were a couple times when like the camera came in really fast and like swung around the people as they were fighting.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, they had to use a drone or some shit to do that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how the fuck did that happen? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Tell you, man, like some of those, I remember I was watching this Jackie Chan documentary, and he was talking about how in China, they're real like budgetary when they make the movies. Like they want to do it quick. They just want to get it out. And so they would do stuff like if they needed a high angle shot, they would just strap one of their cameramen to a fucking crane, lift that motherfucker in the air, and he would just be like this. And they didn't have a fucking, a crane with this chair that you could sit on. And so like he said that one time because everybody used to talk about his movies. Like he made this movie called, I think it's called Gorgeous. No, not Gorgeous. Goddamn, I gotta get the name of it. But like he actually spent the money to use like the cranes and get all these crazy like camera angles. After he was like, he goes, it was a waste of money. It's good, but like you don't need all that to make a good movie.
Really?
Yeah. It was there was a scene in Rush Hour. I think Rush Hour 2, because they were shooting in China. The scene where Chris Tucker and him, like they get knocked off the ledge of the building and they're hanging by the fucking the bamboo.
Yeah.
And so like when they were doing it, Brett Ratner, the director, was like, okay, we need to get a crane on the ceiling, on the roof of the building, put the camera on it. Then we'll hang the crane over the edge and that's how we'll get the angle. And Jackie's like, no, that just takes too fucking long. And so he grabbed the camera, had put a rope around his waist, a couple of his stuntmen holding the rope, and he just stood over the edge of the building like this. And that's how they got the shot.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So you better trust those stuntmen, that's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, but no, I was watching this. It did look like a movie that you could see in theaters, and I actually think it made a decent amount of money in theaters.
Oh yeah, so that's what I'm saying. If they sold the trailer correctly, then I think it would have been good in theaters. Yeah. Because I wouldn't have mind seeing it on the big screen.
No, I think if I saw it in theaters, I'd be like, oh, that was a good movie. I would have been excited.
I wasn't too impressed with the car chase. Like the train scene to me was dope.
Yeah.
But when she pulls through one with the red Audi and everything, like I feel like I've seen better car chases. Yeah. Better car scenes. You know what I'm saying?
What's your favorite car chase in a movie?
My favorite car chase ever?
Yeah, So you just tell me one of your favorite car chases in a movie.
Shit. I gotta think. It's like too much thinking right now.
Bro, in Jackie Chan's Who Am I? When those motherfuckers, she's in, I think it's the Mitsubishi Evo 5, the white one, and Jackie was like, okay, when they shot that scene, they wanted the car to move like they do when they fight, and they had that motherfucker like spinning into parking spaces and like spinning on its side, flipping up. It was fucking crazy. It's one of the best fucking car chases you'll ever see.
I actually never seen that movie, so I can't say. But if anything is anything close to the car chase in Wanted.
I don't remember the car chase in Wanted. Is that the one where like they? Okay, no.
Well, the reason why I bring it up is because Angelina Jolie is driving the Dodge. I think it's a Viper,
Viper, yeah.
and she um spins around and
It
ends
picks
up
him up.
picking up. Yeah, and
Okay,
then
but okay, so, okay. But here's the thing.
no, I mean, obviously,
Clearly, it's fake.
it has to be. Unless you have your timing on point to
Yeah,
miss that fucking bottom lip of the car in
yeah.
your head, you're not gonna get in the car that quickly.
That's what I mean. But if you watch Jackie Chan, Who Am I? Like, it's no CGI. It's shit they did. There's one scene where the girl's driving down the street and she spins the car like this, and in one shot, goes, spins the car to 360, and then backs into a parking spot and pulls. And then they go, and then all the other cars pass by because they don't realize it's fucking crazy, dog. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel like this movie was great, but like it wasn't anything new.
I agree.
Yeah.
It was really just it was a good watch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It kept me entertained, kept me interested.
You want to know one thing that actually really upset me with this movie? And I've seen it a lot lately. And I think it's a bad trend. I'm tired of having kids talking to adults like adults.
Yeah.
Like when the girl was talking around, I was like, the way she talks to him like a peer. Like with like adult vocabulary. It's just like in real life, you'd be like, man, shut the fuck up. You 10 years old.
Yeah.
Shut up and let me do my shit. Like, stop talking to me like you're gonna do something about the situation.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's actually an interesting point. I didn't even pick up on that.
Well, because like in Man of Fire with like Denzel and Dakota Fanning, like she talks to him, like an adult and shit like that. I forget, there was a couple other movies that were like that. The only movie I seen where the girl talked to adults like an adult, but it was warranted, was Kick Ass. Because Hit Girl was a little girl, but she's killing everyone. So like she can talk to you like an adult because she's clearly fucking everyone else up.
Yeah.
No,
you know what's so funny? I didn't pick up on that because I guess it's so broadened nowadays.
Yeah.
It's almost become normal.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like it's real, like prevalent. Like, if you watch a lot of movies nowadays, like they always have the little kids talking to adults like everybody's on the same page or on the same level. Like this is a movie on Netflix called Coffee and Kareem.
Okay, yeah.
And like I love that movie. I think it's hilarious. But like ain't no adult letting a little kid talk to them like that. Come on.
Yeah, I actually agree. You know what I'm saying? I mean, now I really feel like when people look at the youth of today or whatever, hey, what's wrong with these kids? Shit, y'all was wrong with them. You know what I'm saying?
Get away with shit.
Pretty much. You know what I mean? But that's actually funny. Like I said, it skipped right over me.
Yeah.
So I guess because after you see it for so long,
yeah,
it becomes numb like everything else.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just one of those things where when I watch it, like, so in this movie, he's trying to save the girl, make sure she's okay. But like, I mean, if she's talking to him like that, it's almost like, hey man, save yourself. If you can talk to me, if you can talk to an adult like that, then maybe you should be able to handle your own situations.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm trying to like, and I don't like the idea of doing the whole damsel in distress kind of shit. But if it's children, like, let them be children. They don't need to have, clever lines or shit like that to try to make it funny or whatever.
Which is interesting because now that you brought that to my attention, she has vinyl albums, music, which is definitely old school.
Yeah.
But she's talking like she's new school.
Oh! Speaking of vinyl, bruh. I mean, maybe I need to send you a record player. I might have to buy and send you a record player.
You found DMX?
Hold on.
Don't tell me that shit. Don't tell me that shit.
I got my little collection behind me.
Yo.
That's for you. And it's got, I mean,
you gotta growl off of it.
It's a little greatest hits shit.
Holy shit.
It's got Ready to Meet 'Em, Where the Hood At, What These Bitches Want, Get At Me Dog, Rough Riders Anthem, What's My Name, Party Up, X Gon' Give It to You, How's It Going Down, my favorite X song, Slippin',
okay,
Who We Be, and then grand finale from the Belly soundtrack.
Okay, gotcha. Holy shit.
Yep.
Yo.
There you go. So now
all day, every day.
I might have to send you a
turntable. I won't even play. I'm gonna put it in the frame and put it on the fucking wall.
Yeah.
Well, holy shit.
Yeah, but I don't know. If you got the vinyl, fucking play it.
Yeah. Appreciate it, man. Yes, X, man.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You know. So I had to get your favorite rapper. At the same time, I got
yours, Eminem.
I got my favorite rapper.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Is that the new one or the last one?
This is the one because he just released Curtain Call 2, which is the greatest hits. This is Music to Be Murdered By Side B, which has Music to Be Murdered By Side A plus the deluxe disc. So
you didn't even open it yet.
Oh no. So I got my turntable right behind me with my G.I. Joe stuff on top.
Oh shit. Dude, you found it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I really want X's first album on vinyl. If I get that, then that's amazing. But that's still dope as hell, man. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Well, that's what I mean. Like this one, like you can listen to. It's a greatest hit. But if you can get It's Dark and Hell Is Hot, yeah, frame that motherfucker.
Man.
Oh, goddamn it.
Hell yeah.
My knees.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like this movie, again, it's a good movie, but I just think I feel like I've seen this movie before and I've seen better versions of this movie. Doesn't mean it wasn't entertaining, but it's just, it didn't do anything new to maybe go, oh, they're trying some new shit out.
Yeah.
But I do want to see, after this, I do want to see Ryan Gosling as a superhero.
Look, I actually want to see him as 007.
Well, first of all, the dude is jacked. He didn't look it, but in the scene where he had no shirt, I was like, oh shit, this motherfucker got the striations on. Man, listen.
Look, I think if they casted him as a new 007, just the fact of how smooth he was on camera.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause his demeanor never changed. Even when he was fighting.
Yeah.
He always was just like low tone of voice. You know what I'm saying? Fought whatever. Yeah. I really think they can make a dope 007 movie with him. In my opinion.
You know, he pitched an idea to Marvel about being a superhero. And you want to know what superhero he wants to play? Take a guess. Because it's a popular superhero. It's a popular superhero.
Is it one that we've seen before on screen?
Yes.
Don't tell me Wolverine.
No.
Oh, okay.
Even though he's Canadian, like Wolverine, he's no. So
you said Marvel, right? Not DC?
Yeah, Marvel. I mean, if you saw Drive, you'd be like, oh yeah, I can see him do that character. He wants to play Ghost Rider. Yes, fucking Johnny Blaze, Ghost Rider. And if you see Drive, you're like, okay, yeah, I can see it. I can see that. The fucking flaming skull, come on.
I mean, the only reason I'm kind of confused on that one or conflicted is because of the Nicolas Cage one.
Yeah.
And to me, that movie
was ass.
Nothing against Nicolas Cage. I think he's a great actor. Yeah. But it didn't do that character any justice.
No, not at all. He looked great as the character, but no, that fucking, man, listen. I love comic book movies. That movie was fucking ass.
Look, anytime he fought the villains, they died in like 4 seconds. It's like, yo, where's a good fight?
He took his chain off and swirled it, and that's how he beat a mother. Like, come on.
Yeah.
But that had to be one of the worst. So when he gets turned into Ghost Rider, the devil shows up and says, I can save your dad. And he just goes, what do I have to do? He didn't question that motherfucker one bit. I was like, what is going on right now?
Look, I thought the dopest part of the movie is when he jumped off the building. Never mind riding up it. When he jumped off and slung the chain and caught himself.
Yep. And then went down the side of the building.
That was the best part of the whole damn movie.
Yep. Exactly.
Oh man.
But yeah. Well, no, I could see Ryan Gosling.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, because he's got that like that stoic kind of like he's a quiet dude, good looking dude, but like, he's not like the type of guy like. And there's something about this. I don't know. I'm not gonna mess with him because he's a little too quiet and a little too reserved. Like, you ever seen the Place Beyond the Pines?
No.
The Place Beyond the Pines. It's got Ryan Gosling, Bradley Cooper, and someone else. I forget who the other person in there.
But I've heard of it.
It's a dope movie because like it's 3 separate stories, but like you'll watch one person's story, and as that person's story comes to an end, it transforms into the next person's story. So like that person has a run-in with the lead character, the next story.
Excuse me.
So like, yeah, like, so you'll see someone's story, blah, blah, blah. Then all of a sudden, like they'll have a run-in with this other person. Then all of a sudden it'll just become that person's story after. And then all of a sudden that story's ending and he'll have a run-in with the third character. Then it becomes that character's story. So it's fucking dope.
The Place Beyond the Pines. Okay.
The Place Beyond the Pines. It should be somewhere streaming right now. It's an older movie.
I actually want to find Drive the way you're talking about it just to see. Because I tell you, only 2 Ryan Gosling movies that I can say I've seen it and remember. Was Remember the Titans and La La Land. And I thought La La Land was amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
you ain't never seen Crazy Stupid Love? That's one of my favorite romantic comedies.
I ain't in love like that. I don't love nobody.
Listen, it's one of my favorite romantic comedies because it's about a player learning to love, and then it's about someone who was in a long-term marriage who all of a sudden finds himself single again and has to try to get back into the swing of things. It's got a great cast. Ryan Gosling is awesome in it. Steve Carell is in it. Kevin Bacon. Yeah, it's good. It's real good.
Okay.
Yeah. It's one of the few, like, when I talk to like people about movies, I'm like, this is one of the few romantic comedies. It's kind of like a Hitch. Like, it's a romantic comedy that like men would get into too.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So final thoughts on The Gray Man.
What to say? We had about maybe 4 lines that dealt with this movie.
Everything else was bullshit. Because I mean, again, there's no like. I would love to find some introspectiveness about the movie. The only thing I can really think of is like.
I got one for you, but go ahead.
Right. No, go ahead.
When they show how he became what he is. When he said his dad had crazy tactics. Told him how to deal with pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna say if they thought that was dope because they nothing fun about child abuse.
Yeah.
But I mean, just a thing about him being an adult.
Yeah.
That his childhood made him to be what he was.
Well, so I mean, yeah, that is like it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, do you feel? I know you don't know your dad that much, if at all.
At all.
Yeah. So like, how much do you think your tendencies as an adult do you get from your dad? Is it learned through upbringing, or is it in the DNA? Do you have parts of your DNA that are just like, is there parts about you where you're just like, I know for a fact I did not get that from my mom?
Oh, definitely. Based on stories I've heard, and I did actually meet the man.
Yep.
I guess the best way I can put it is when I look at Aurelia.
Okay.
And there are some things she does that I know are me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I really feel like the connection with me and my dad is what is your instinct. I think
okay.
I think your instinct.
I can see that.
I think a person's instinct comes from their parents. I mean, you learn how to cook and how to drive a car and everything else, but your intuition and how you move, I think that's what comes from your parents. And in your case, because you have both your parents, so I can actually piece it together.
Mm-hmm.
Watching your dad and watching your mom,
Yeah.
I can see like your dad's a smart ass all day, every day. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm. Yep.
he's also extremely quiet.
Yeah.
The man don't speak unless he has to talk.
Yeah.
Or he feels comfortable enough to be
Him.
the asshole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like he don't just say the itis. He says the whole word. That's all.
Yeah. And look, and that's cool. I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, if you look at him and look at your mom, and then you look at you and your brothers and everything, mainly you because I've hung around you the most.
Yeah.
Your instinct is what represents them.
Yeah.
Not the food you cook, not the clothes you wear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not no, all that is like what you learned as you grew up. But how you respond to things, how you address things, how you move around things, I think that's what comes from your parents.
Yeah.
So like when I bring that back to me, with Aurelia being where she is and me, when I see her do certain shit, I'm like, if I wanted to deny her, I can't, because that is me all day, every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think, yeah, it's instinct. Instinct is what brings you to your connection to your parents.
You know how sometimes like, and let me know if I'm touching on a sore subject.
Mm-hmm.
But you know how sometimes like you think when you're growing up and you're watching a child grow up too, and you're seeing their tendencies and you're seeing their nuances, and you're like, okay, like, all right, that's from their mom,
Mm-hmm.
that's from their dad, whatever. And you're like, there's certain things where you're like, I don't want my daughter to emulate that part of me. Okay. So now, do you think you being in your daughter's life, but being in your daughter's life from afar, is conditioning her to take on parts of your personality that I don't know if you necessarily want her to take on?
She's shown me something. Out of everything she's shown me, there's only one thing I don't want her to hold on to. And that's when she gets angry, she wants to destroy something.
Yep.
And that's what I don't want her to hold on to. You know what I'm saying?
That's
but
quintessential Chris. That's
I know. And that's what because I know me.
Yep.
And like I said, I talked to her mom and her mom's side of the family, and their core factor is straight love and family all day, every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I want her to have that. But when she taps into her inner self and she gets mad about something or something ain't right, like me, I had to learn how to communicate. And that's why when I do get mad at this day and age, if I get mad, I'm mad for a reason. I'm not just gonna hulk out, so to speak, just because I can hulk out.
Yeah.
Because I've learned how to control it or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's one thing I hope either she learns or just addresses totally differently. Because I had to learn on my own. So me watching her, I can address it when I see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that is one thing she has that I hope she learns to control her. Let's go. Because it can be ugly. Yeah. And the worst part about it is when it gets that way, you have no remorse about it. That's what's worse. It's not about breaking shit. It's about breaking shit and not caring.
Yeah. Well, maybe hopefully she gets the caring from her mom, because we know damn well that's the other side of that coin is a very Chris Brown trait.
Very true.
I mean, there's a reason why I say I didn't pull a Chris Brown today.
That's
one of my go-to phrases.
Yeah.
You're the only one that can understand that.
Yes, indeed.
No. Yeah. I wonder sometimes, like the taking on the traits of your parents. Like, obviously I take on like my dad's sense of humor, my dad's sarcasticness, and my dad's work ethic. I know for a fact I got that from my dad. And sometimes I wonder if it's embedded in my DNA or if it's something I learned watching him. I think the humor and the work, I think the humor and the sarcastic, all that, I think is embedded in my DNA. But I wonder if my work ethic is embedded also, or if it's something I just instinctually picked up from my dad.
I think the work ethic was instinctually, because you watched it.
Yeah.
I think the humor and the sarcasticness,
Yeah.
the the way you help people,
Yeah.
that's your mom all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
My mom's got this care to her.
mhm.
That, like, obviously, yeah. When you showed up at the party and she was like, "Hey, Chris, I made chicken." That's just, and it's not like it's not
I
like
was
an
like,
asshole thing. It's like, oh, my son, you showed up, you hungry? I got food. Like this, I'm taking care of you.
yeah.
And I was actually thinking about that. As I was saying that, I was thinking about it because I remember one year, a couple years ago, I forget, it was maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. I was back home for Christmas and it was middle of December. And I was just sitting there and I was like, you guys don't have a Christmas tree up? Like, what the fuck? Why don't you guys have a Christmas tree up? And my dad was like, oh, it's late. It's already middle of December. We don't want to fucking deal with it. And then I was looking at my mom and like, my mom's just, yeah, it's late. She's agreeing with my dad. Then one day while I was home, me and my mom looked at each other. I was like, yo, let's go get a Christmas tree. And she's like, yeah. So we went to fucking Big Lots. We bought a Christmas tree that was pre-lit, whatever. Came back and then sent and put it up. And that, to me, that was like that care of, I want my family to feel a certain way during the holidays. And getting this Christmas tree is going to do that. So, yeah.
I think the one trait you took from both your parents is care, because when I went up to visit them, or when we went to the beginning, everything, they both find comfort in making people comfortable.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? And that's from both of them. That's why I think that's so strong inside you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when I was going downstairs, like your dad has some asshole shit to say about the lights and everything else. I don't care, but he was down to make sure the pillows were right. You know what I'm saying? And then your mom had no asshole shit.
He's like, Chris, smile on your way down. So I
He did say that. Oh shit.
But yeah, but at the same time, while he's being an asshole, he's making sure you set up nice. Yeah. Like the last thing you need is like extra shit, because he's gonna make sure it's all straight.
And your mom, without the sarcasticness, is just making sure everything's straight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, matter of fact, shit, now that we talking about it, that's why care is so strong in you, because that's one trait you picked up from both of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And in all honesty, no, this is no bullshit. And like, one of my favorite phrases that I like to hear, that I love to hear actually, is whenever we're together and I'm FaceTime with my parents, or whenever, you're talking to them, all I hear is, Chris, how's my black son?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, we family.
Yeah. I mean, some people might find that offensive, but to me, that's welcoming. That's home. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And it's just one of those things where it's like the idea of this is the family you choose. Like, some people think it's a gimmick, or it's just something that's just said. But like, I've watched it happen. Like, there is the family you're born into and the family you choose. It's a very real thing.
Indeed. Yeah, man. I call moms, pops, and I talk more shit to pops. I don't talk much. Mom does shots at me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. she'll throw a little undercover shots where you're like, okay. I see you.
It should be so smooth about it. And pops, he just be talking shit.
Yeah.
Who's that? I don't see anything but a t-shirt and teeth. I'm like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? Oh man.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
There was one time when I was like 16, my mom was like, I said something to my mom and she's like, Sarath, why are you always talking junk? You're always talking junk. So every time I talk, you talking junk. So I was like, Mom, I put her in the rock bottom her on the couch. She was like, oh, I'm telling you, Dad. I'm telling you, Dad. I was like, and to this day, I'm like, and it's funny because like, growing up with my parents, like sometimes I don't know where I got it this like in my head, but like I never said I love you to my parents until I was like 18, maybe 19 years old. It just never happened. I don't know if it was just, that whole idea of like, being soft or whatever. I don't know. But like I would always think about it. And I'm like, God damn, like I rock bottom my mom before I ever told her I love you.
Oh man.
Yeah. But now now every time I talk to my mom, I'm like, Mom, I love you. Be good. And she's like, I'll be back home soon.
You know what's funny about that? When your mom said, I'm gonna tell your dad,
yeah.
It's like you're the biggest one in the house. Does it matter?
Exactly. Like listen, Dad's 6 inches shorter than me. He ain't gonna do nothing. But at the same time, that's Pops. Like,
yeah.
He know. I know he can fucking
look. When he whooped my ass in cornhole, and I picked him up, and I said I can still hold you. He said, "Just remember, I beat you."
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how much you can take on from your parents unintentionally.
Indeed.
I never planned to be as sarcastic and as asshole-ish as I am, but you see my deal. You might see me and talk to me, and it catches you off guard, and all of a sudden you see my dad. You're like, all right, that's where he gets it from. Which begs the question, like, did Sarath and Chris get that from them? Because I don't think they're on the level that me and my dad are.
No, like I said, I've hung around you the most, so obviously, I know you.
Yeah.
When I see Sarath and Chris, I don't even know how to say this without just saying it.
We insult them all the time. Go ahead.
I mean, yeah, we do, but at the same time, I think this is more personal than just talking shit. I think the way their lives went, they got so wrapped up and so caught up in their life and just trying to figure out where to go with it.
Yep.
That their core values maybe don't really show that much. Versus you branched out and just tried shit, did shit, whatever, and you had to remember your core values. Yeah. And where did the core values come from?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think okay, so I think this is where I have a lot in common with my parents, and you tell me if I'm off base or not. So I think my brothers, they kind of lean towards stereotypical, this is what you do when you grow up. Go to college, get married, get a good job, some facsimile of that. And I think they just, one wanted to go be a doctor, one got married and had a kid and all this different stuff. And they kind of just went that direction. But if you look at my parents, if they had gone that direction that they were supposed to go, they'd still be in Cambodia, in that village, whatever. But instead they branched out. They said, no, like, I want better for me. I want better for my family. So they strayed and they ventured off into uncharted territory to try to make something for not only them, but their family. And I kind of feel like in that same vein, that was sort of me too. Like, I said, okay, I'm going to venture off into this thing because my parents are so blue collar, and I'm going to venture off into this thing that's like into the arts. And then I'm going to make it work somehow. I'll fucking work my ass off here in order to make that happen. And I think that's where maybe because I did that, I don't want to say my parents respect me more for it, but I think they can appreciate the risks I took in order to make something of myself. Because I mean, obviously growing up, like when that point in life where like I'm working my ass off on third shift, sewing all day, wrestling on the weekends, they're watching me fucking just grinding, and they're like, hey, maybe you should just go get a better job and just get paid and just I'm like, no, I'm gonna make this work. And then now it's turned into something fruitful. They're like, okay, I see it.
I think as parents, we had this conversation before, but not this much in depth, where when you put it in that perspective, like you said, your parents hustled and walked and grinded to get here, you know what I'm saying? With 3 kids. You know what I mean? And it was all about determination. So when they got here and they did everything they had to do to make the life they have be what it is. Sarath and Chris, they preached that to them, and they did what they wanted them to do. You're in America now, you know what I'm saying? Go to school. This is how you be great in America.
Yep.
College, uh, wife, house, white picket fence, all that good shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Versus you were the youngest. And I'm not gonna say they didn't try to preach it to you, but I think you picked up on that trait the most of determination.
Yeah.
You picked up on walking through the woods and hiding in trees and everything, you know what I'm saying? Even though you probably couldn't comprehend shit at that age, you picked up the most. So I think when it comes to you, they wanted the same thing for you. Hey, you're in America. You know what I'm saying? You're an American. You go with the American dream. But they forget that they taught you how to hustle and grind and get the American dream.
Yeah.
Not only the American dream, get your dream. So when you say you was out there working third shift and they're wrestling and everything else like that, the other two, they did what they preached.
Yeah.
You did what you did what you were taught.
Yeah.
Which is a big difference.
Yeah, that's a very big. That's actually a really fucking good quote. Like they did what they were taught what to do. I did what I saw that they did.
Yeah. You did what they were taught. No, they did what they were taught. You did what you were shown.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's the best way to put it. How would you think you took any of those traits from your parents? I mean, because you got a mom that you grew up, seeing the mistakes she made and all this different stuff, and seeing what you could take from that. But at the same time, like, you had a dad who wasn't there and all this shit. Like, what do you feel like you took from them? It's weird because sometimes I think, and the reason why I bring that up is sometimes I think sometimes the lesson isn't what you taught, it isn't what you're taught, but the lesson comes from what you know instinctually that you're missing, that you feel like you don't want to miss, or you don't want your child to miss.
Yeah.
So you learn these other traits simply because you miss them and you don't want that cycle to continue.
Indeed.
So
I guess only one my life is kind of, I ain't gonna say fucked up. My life is interesting.
Yeah. You know what? It's unique. It's you.
Indeed.
You're you, Chris.
Indeed.
You are you.
Indeed. The blood in my veins is different from the name attached to me. You know what I'm saying? There's one thing I've always said that I hold dear to me, which is links to the tattoo of all my siblings.
Yeah.
I don't think they see it the same way I do, but I know that I'm the key that holds everybody together.
Yeah.
And throughout my life, I've always done that. Yeah. I've bridged gaps between others. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know where it came from. I mean, I know what I saw. I only got one parent to go off of.
Yep.
I'm gonna say one and a quarter, because I was raised by my mom.
Yeah.
And I've kind of realized my mom's batshit crazy. But she's still a mom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look, there's a reason why my bathroom and my kitchen are always on point. That's my mom all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Just look, I used to wake up Saturday morning to clean the house, and we just cleaned like last night, like till midnight, and we're up at 6 a.m. What else is dirty? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just shit like that. I don't even know where to go with this conversation. I'm just like trying to put it all into a perspective.
Is there a trait that you contain, that you knowingly contain, that you can attribute to your mom that you are thankful for?
This is gonna sound some real asshole shit,
hey,
but it's gonna sound some real asshole
Speak
shit.
Your truth.
But I hold it. I hold it to my core. The one thing I hold on to from my mom is, like I said, knowing how to clean the house.
Yep.
and knowing that my actions always involve somebody else. Always, whether I want them to or not.
Is that you mean, but good or bad actions, or just actions in general?
Actions in general, good and bad, they always involve somebody else. No matter. And the reason why I say that is because me being 37, I make it a point to anytime, especially when I got to do dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I make it a point to make sure all the dumb shit comes back to me. It has to come back to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So no matter what choices are made in your life, good or bad, you make sure that at the end of the day,
they come back to me.
Yeah. So you're the one taking responsibility for it all.
Yeah. I don't want nobody else getting my collateral damage. And that's
I can see. I definitely see that with you.
Yeah, and that's one thing I learned from her, but not in the right way.
Yeah,
and that's the best way I could put that.
If there's one thing I can definitely say about you is like you make sure these strays don't hit no one else. Like these strays are aimed right at me, and I will take responsibility for whatever comes my way. Indeed, I like that.
So that's one thing I learned. Which is amongst other things, but that's one thing I hold on to, because as I always say, I'm the king of doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my dumb shit has to only involve me.
Yeah.
Which is why, like I told my brother John, I protect you because you have to in turn protect me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just the way it goes. But yeah.
Yeah. All right. So final thoughts on The Gray Man. What's your final take, final lesson that you've learned from watching The Gray Man?
That I learned? That's interesting. I don't know if I say I learned anything, but I did enjoy the movie as far as learning something.
Yeah. Because we always get a lesson, and sometimes that lesson don't present itself, right in front of you. Sometimes you gotta dig for it.
Always protect your feet.
Elaborate.
He took homeboy's shoes when he got shot in the ass.
So I was watching. I was like, why is he wearing why has he got some boots in his hand that he didn't have before? I was thinking that.
But you know what? I mean, even though I'm joking when I say it, your feet gotta carry you.
Yeah.
Shit.
So you gotta protect the thing that carries most of the weight.
Yeah, all the weight shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Unless you fall, and then you gotta start crawling.
Yeah.
So shit, get you them ugly ass boots if you need them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I think.
What about you?
I think for me, the one thing I took from the movie is, and I don't think it's from the movie. I just think it's from watching the movie. It's just because it's been done before doesn't mean you can't do it. And if you're going to do it to the best of your ability. So now
you elaborate.
Meaning this movie, I've seen this movie before. Just the style of movie, the story, whatever. Like it's not anything new. But if you're going to do it, if you're going to do something that's already been done, fucking do it to the best of your ability. And do it as great as you can and try to make the best of it. For a prime example, you might not be the first accountant in the world. But if you're going to be a fucking accountant, go be the best fucking accountant you can be. If you're going to be a truck driver, be the best fucking truck driver you're going to be. There's so many people out, and I'm going to get loud on this, but there are so many motherfuckers out there who will just go through the motions because it's someone else told them to do this job. Like they're an employee. They work at the ice cream factory. They just put in their hours. That's all they're going to do. But if you're going to work at the fucking ice cream factory, go be the fucking best employee you can be. That doesn't mean you don't want better for yourself. That doesn't mean you can't try to step out and become something better later. But while you're doing this thing that's already been done, do it to the best of your ability.
Indeed.
That's it.
You know, you sound like my drill sergeant.
Well, I mean, like it's literally just like, when I used to be the manager of a shoe store, I would have employees who would just come in there, want to do their 5 hours, talk to their friends who come by and whatever. But I'm like, yo, if you're going to sell shoes, be the fucking best salesman you can be. For these 5 hours, put in work and be the best salesman you can be. That's it. That's all you got to do. It's representative of you. What you put in right today in this moment while you're doing this shows me what you're gonna put in when it becomes your dream. You know, there's other people out there. I'm not gonna say any names. I know people who, you know, when it came to trying to hold on to their things, their cars, their house, whatever, they wouldn't put in the work to do that. They expected everyone else to put in the work. But then you want me to believe that you can run a company? If why would I ever hire you to run my company if when your shit is on the line, you wouldn't put in work? The fuck am I going to trust you with my shit?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying is, you know, just, and that, this is from watch. Cause like I said, this movie wasn't anything new, but it did great for what it was doing.
Yeah.
So that's all.
Indeed.
Yep. All right. So that's The Gray Man on Netflix, starring Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans. Go check it out. That was care of Chris Brown, because he doesn't like to pick movies ahead of time. But no unlike him, unlike Chris Brown,
there's no fun in that unless it was a Chicago 7.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Because that one was in my pocket for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like the only movie I've been thinking about this shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it just because it's in Chicago. Yeah, I you know what? At some point I'm gonna pick a movie simply because it's in Boston. If we hadn't already seen The Town, man, I would love to do that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, all right. So that's The Gray Man. So on to our next movie. So now I did some searching earlier today. Not even earlier today. I think it was early today. I went and took another picture of the cover, but I looked up stuff yesterday.
Okay.
And I wanted to delve into, you know, the other streaming services that we have access to.
Okay.
So I hopped on to some Amazon Prime, and I found a movie. And the reason why I went to Amazon Prime was, again, I wanted to check out different streaming services, but also because A Beautiful Boy was on there, and that shit hit in here. So I was like, okay, after The Gray Man, you know, it's all action, not as much substance that we're used to. I said, let me find a movie that's got some substance to it. So next week's movie is starring one of my favorite actors, Ben Affleck.
Okay.
And it is called The Tender Bar.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amazon Prime exclusive.
Is this the one where he's the coach?
No.
Okay.
He's not the basketball coach in this one. This one, it looks like it's about, you know, a son who wants to grow up to be a writer. And Ben Affleck plays, you know, now sometimes you have a kid who, you know, you got the absent father, so the uncle's got to take over. And I think Ben Affleck plays the uncle.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of one of those, like, just look dope.
Okay. I feel like I've heard of that movie, but I don't know much about it, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard the title, but I don't think I've seen a preview or nothing for it. So
when I saw, when I put the cursor on it, and I showed some of the fucking highlights of it, and I was watching, I was like, oh, like it's got a good cast, but more than anything, it's the story resonated. I was like, okay, like the kid who's got an absent father, but then, you know, he's learning everything from, you know, this is my uncle. My uncle basically taught me everything I know. And I just know a lot of people who, you know, learned a lot from, you know, the various people in their life who weren't immediate family.
And you said it's on Prime?
Amazon Prime.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Cool.
And
it's the thing is, I think it's set in like the 80s. You know how sometimes you get a movie that's set back in the day. I feel like for some reason, I feel like they're more sentimental.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I say, even though we pick movies at random, we pick a lot of the same type of movies.
Yeah.
Older, more sentimental, you know, because I really feel like movies back in the day actually told a real story.
Yeah.
I can't tell you a movie that is out right now or that we've seen that actually told a good story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's new.
Yeah.
I mean, the Batman was, you know, that was good.
Yeah,
to me, that was amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's Batman. You can't make a Batman movie and not like be legit. You have to be legit with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You rarely, like, nowadays it's hard to find a singular movie that's not based on anything and not have it be just the normal every year fucking movie tropes. Like something that's telling a just wholly unique story.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also think after this movie, after we do the Tender Bar, let's do another. You give me a movie you've seen, I give you a movie I've seen. So give us some shit to think about for a week while we watch this one.
We'll worry about that when the time comes for it.
Yeah. I already have one kind of in my back pocket because it's a movie that like I love that not a lot of people know about.
Okay.
So yeah. All right. So next week on Amazon Prime,
I'm gonna have me a good cartoon for you.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna give you a nice little love story.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, last shot for. Okay, yeah. Well, you just took your drink, but it's all good.
No. You said last shot for the day.
Yeah.
Let's fill this up. Sugarland Sunshine. I need to go back to fucking Gatlinburg. I'm telling you, man, that's to this day one of my favorite fucking vacations I've ever taken.
Look, man, I had too much fun. Like, I'm an adrenaline junkie, and I have to find something that beats whitewater rafting.
Dude, yeah, whitewater.
I have to find something that beats whitewater rafting. I have to.
So much fun.
Yeah,
and I'm so glad that like it was me and my brothers.
Yeah,
me and my brothers, we went whitewater rafting together. I got to get that picture framed of all of us with the fucking shit up.
Yeah,
I have to get that framed.
Look, I know this will be a whole nother conversation, a whole nother subject, but just that right there, that really, really shows you the inner makings of a person. You know what I'm saying? And me and you've talked all the time, and I was kind of understanding a whole lot more now. But when it came down to that nitty gritty and shit was going crazy, you knew who's ready for this shit, who ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Let's just say two of the brothers were ready for shit, and the other two was like deer in headlights.
Yeah.
I lost my shoe. Yeah, man. I lost my shoe.
Man, shut your ass up and get in the goddamn boat. You know what I'm
saying? We got another rapper coming. Hurry the fuck up. I lost my shoe, bro. I lost my shoe.
Man, like, I will say this. I'm gonna toot my own horn on that. On this, I am gonna toot my own horn. When we hit that first dip and we all got launched, I take pride in knowing that I grabbed all the oars.
Yeah,
I seen them coming, and I was just like, boom, 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 get them. And then when I got to the boat and you hopped in, I was like, here, take these. You know what I'm saying? Like, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, my favorite aspect of that trip is because all that was self-inflicted.
Like, yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah, definitely.
We told the guide, hey, your job is to get us off this boat. Our job is to try to hold on.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact, because I can see it in their faces. All the other tours on the other boats were watching us like, God damn, those motherfuckers are having fun. We over here with a bunch of scaredy cats who don't want to do anything. But like, yo, we were laughing. It was so much fucking fun.
Yes, indeed. Like, I wish it was a whole video of just us because like
I wish Swin's GoPro had worked.
Yeah.
Second trip.
Even on the first boat ride, and the boat behind us had flipped over, and our guy was like, hey, turn around, let's go get him. Yeah. And you was sitting in the front, and I was like, hey, Sarath, grab that, so I got the side on 3.
Yeah.
Get him. You pull him up. Next guy, you ready? On 3. Pull him up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just get the shit done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I want to go back again.
Look, there's very few things that you can do where life will make you test who you really are. And that was one of them. Yeah. So, yeah.
You find people in your life who will step into a whitewater raft with you and keep their shit together.
And not the regular size boat. Get you the little boat.
Yeah, the little boat. Just trust us. The little boat is where it's at.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Now, with that being said, let's one more shot for the road.
Indeed.
Brother, as always, I appreciate you.
Likewise.
Yep. Sarath and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. And we out.
Yes, indeed.